Hey folks, Machinery Pete here. Today I was in Kewanee, Illinois, visiting my friend Rick Yarger with Yarger Machinery Sales. We're doing some filming for the Machinery Pete TV show. We'll be covering an auction tomorrow in Manitou, Illinois. It'll be great fun to see Rick today. Rick got into the farm machinery business in 1991. Carries all kinds of short line equipment and has been buying and selling equipment for years. But actually, Rick got his start long before 1991. He told me that buying and selling has always been in his blood. When he was 8 years old, he was trading used pencils and pens on the school ground. And he worked his way up. By the time he was in 8th grade, he bought and sold his first motorcycle. And today while we were there, we talked about Rick's amazing collection of rare front wheel assist tractors. John Deere and International, and just beautiful. So let's go to that video interview with Rick Yarger right now. Hey folks, Machinery Pete here. I'm in Kewanee, Illinois today. We dropped in to do some filming for our Machinery Pete TV show with my friend Rick Yarger with Yarger Machinery Sales. And Rick, thanks for having us down today. It's been really fun.
Thank you. We're excited to have you.
You're very good on TV too, by the way.
Well, I guess I don't know why that is.
Well, hey, it's just fun to talk machinery, isn't it?
It is. I love it. I have a passion for it.
Now, Rick, we've talked a couple times at Louisville over the years at the farm show, and I walked into your office here, and folks, you can see it, the picture behind Rick. This is part of his collection, but my goodness, you got to tell us about these tractors on the digital there.
This is a 4320 and 1206, 3020, and a 1466.
Okay, I'm going to try and get in for a little closer.
And they're all front wheel assist, which in this part of the country was very unusual to find.
So you buy and sell used equipment. I guess I should have started with that, Rick. You started in 1991.
That's correct.
And you were buying and selling used equipment, right?
That's correct.
And over the years, now you're a short liner. You carry, how many lines are you up to, roughly?
10 or 12, probably, consistently.
Okay. And your website, is it yargersales.com?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But then these beauties, these are just your private collection, part of your collection.
That's correct, yep.
And Rick, what is it about the front wheel assist that kind of grabs you and made you want to go after these things?
This uniqueness. We just never saw them in this area. It's like a Wheatland or, the front wheel's just really unique.
Right. And walk us down the line there. I think I cut you off before, but we got
4320,
okay.
1206 with the Coleman front end,
okay.
3020, and a 1466 with an Elwood front end, and a 5020.
And most of these, have they come from the Illinois area or kind of all over the place?
Pretty much all over, just to find them, yeah.
Okay. And what is it about the tractors and the machinery, Rick? You just always loved the tractor end of things growing up?
I have, and anything, the attachments behind it, I like preserving the history of ag,
right?
In some form.
And speaking of history, my goodness, look, let's talk about what we have behind you on the wall here, Rick. That is one impressive, I guess, would you call that a poster or a...
It was an advertising poster. A little town of Niantic, Illinois,
okay.
And it was in an old building that had been abandoned for many, many, many years. Late 60s, it was a case dealer, and there was 2 of these rolled up in the original containers.
Oh.
And we were able to roll it out and frame it and make it put here. It belongs to a good friend of mine, and he doesn't have a place to post it, and I've had it for years and years.
Wow. It's this pristine condition. Right?
It's absolutely perfect.
Wow. Very cool. And Rick, if we talk about the business side here, end of 2017, early first couple weeks of 2018 here, how have equipment sales been down here around the Kewanee, Illinois area?
Our sales have been very good. Been very excited. It's been a little diversified, from compact tractors to row crops to quite a bit of tillage, and unusually a lot of grain carts have been sold already for 2018.
Wow. Why do you suppose the grain carts have been hot here lately?
I wish I had an answer for you. I don't know. It's just we do specialize in grain carts. It's not uncommon for us to do between 50 and 80 grain carts a year, new and used.
J&M is your...
J&M is our only line of new.
Okay.
And then we have all kinds of used that we post online every day.
And what other some of your other major lines? Great Plains is a big line for you guys.
Great Plains is one of our major lines. We also handle Westfield augers, bush hog batwing mowers, land pride batwing mowers. Okay. So we've Landall tillage equipment, but so a little bit of everything. We have some grain vacs, grain handling equipment.
And I understand some big news recently. You're also now a Kubota dealer.
Yeah, I actually partnered with another individual here in September, and we purchased a Kubota dealership in the Quad Cities.
Oh,
it's called Pillar Equipment.
Okay.
And,
How far are the Quad Cities from Kewanee here?
30-minute drive.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
So excited to get into that orange paint?
I am. It's be a little different for me. I've kind of had John Deere in my blood since I was a kid, but I'm excited to be a part of it.
And Rick, you also farm, and you've been a seed dealer now for a few years too, as well, correct?
Yeah, we have a seed business. We actually have a full-time agronomist that handles that for us, and we do a lot of seed treating.
Okay.
We have a seed treater on site, and we do a lot of it in-house.
Wow.
And and then I farm also as a hobby maybe.
So do you sleep at all?
Not a lot.
But Rick, I know from talking to you at Louisville, you really enjoy the machinery business. What is it that you like about it so much?
I just love the relationships with the customers. When we have people come back from hundreds of miles away that have bought something years ago. I have one customer that's bought 2 grain carts over the last 6 years from me, and he's south of Louisville, Kentucky.
Wow.
And he comes up here and buys his grain carts here. We've built a relationship, and I love that.
Likes doing business with you.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking before, Rick, some of the comments you've got about Yarger machinery sales on New Ag Talk, people giving you a shout out that just like doing business with you. That's got to make you feel good.
It does. And we try very, very hard to describe something to a T.
Right.
So that when that customer is driving, 3 hours away, or maybe we're shipping it to Texas, that there are no disappointments when they see it.
Right.
We're very detailed in our pictures. We try very hard to know the background of what we have here, if we can.
Right.
And we really push it that hard.
And I know that, that accuracy of description, even if it has issues, is key, isn't it?
Oh, it definitely is. I mean, if we tell them right up front, hey, this thing's great, except, then they know it, right before it's unloaded off the truck.
Yeah, honesty is a good business policy.
It definitely is. And we've, unfortunately, I will tell you that we've taken some things back, that we've sold someone that maybe it wasn't what they expected.
Sure.
We're going to be glad to do that. It doesn't happen very often, but I just don't want somebody disappointed in what they buy from us.
So, with as busy as you are here, I imagine the people in your business have to be key, Rick, to make this go. And I know your son Dwight is involved. Is that correct?
It is. Yep, he's been with us for ever since we started, basically. But
okay.
He's young and he's really actively involved in the business now. He's doing a lot more of the buying for us.
Sure.
If we go out and buy a farmer out, he might go and do the appraisal or go look at the line of equipment.
Right.
We have a lot of dealers that call us wanting to sell a piece of equipment that maybe they've taken in that's not a line that they carry.
Right.
And so he'll go look at the equipment for us. So we do even some auction, late model auction stuff for retiree, or that we have an opportunity. That's what he's involved in, and we have several key employees that have been with us. Most of them have been with us 10 years, and we've been very fortunate to have them with us since we've grown.
So Dwight is kind of getting into kind of how you started on the used equipment side. Would that be accurate to say?
Be very accurate, because I was buying, when I first started used, because we didn't have any new lines at that time, and now we do.
And Rick, the first tractor you sold, Yarger Machinery Sales, was what?
It was a 786 without a cab. Very unusual tractor, and that was back in 91 or 92 probably.
Wow,
and
that is unusual.
Kind of wish I had it back now.
Well, it's probably gone up in value, hasn't it?
Oh, it definitely has. We bought it from a farmer that was retiring, and then turned around and resold it locally, but it's been since gone.
Right.
Traded.
And back when you started, early 90s, Rick, the sweet spot for you in the business, buying and selling, was it still that low-hour, good condition tractor?
It was, and we did a lot of livestock equipment back then. This was, Henry County was the hog capital of the world here in Illinois, and did a lot of grinder mixers and, manure spreaders and hog carts. We sold them new.
Nice.
It was unusual, and now you can't get rid of a hog cart.
Well, so on that topic of times changing with the internet, the used machinery business, you started in 91, Rick. Boy, just got to be night and day versus now, where this stuff can go potentially.
It is. The last 10 tractors, I would bet 6 of them have went out of state for us.
Wow.
So it's never dreamed we'd have a full-time marketing person putting things online and advertising our goods and our wares every day.
Very cool. Well, boy, my eye keeps drawing back to that picture, Rick. Now, you did text me the actual photo, correct?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Well, You okay if I put that in the video here and show people how nice those tractors
Sure.
are?
Yeah, go ahead. I love them, so I love talking about them.
Very cool. And again, your website, Rick, if people want to see what you guys have, yargersales.com.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, Rick, thanks again for taking time. It'd be fun to get you guys on the Machinery Pete TV show. And you're going to be down at Louisville again this year?
Definitely will be there.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I hope to
Thanks
see
for
you
your
there.
time, Greg. I appreciate seeing you again.
Thanks, Rick.